From Franchise HQ in Terre Haute, Indiana, it's Abe Talk with Chris DeRose. And now, here's Chris.
Hey folks, welcome to Abe Talk. I'm Chris DeRose, and it's show number 14. Let's do it. Here are the big takeaways from last Tuesday's hustle with Kevin Rickard. On Tuesday, Kevin reminded everyone to celebrate their work achievements.
Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
It's always good to give kudos and mad props, as the kids say, to our Honest Abe team that are out there in the field and at home in the office doing great work every single day. So make sure that wherever you are, whatever branch you are at, you are taking time to give praise to your team for achievements both big and small.
I got to praise you like I should. I got to praise you like I should.
Also, Kevin reminded all those roofing advisors and sales professionals to believe in themselves. Look, Tom Manback isn't just the unit when it comes to crushing sales because he's good at what he does. I mean, he is. But Tom believes in himself, and that's why he crushes sales like I'm assuming he crushes protein shakes. I love you, Tom. So believe in yourself, people. You can do it. Stay tuned for more steps in the sales process next week with Kevin, and don't forget, take a second to celebrate. And now it's time for a little silly Internet Abe. Today on Silly Internet Abe, we have a live report from a handsome reporter named Chris, who's actually in Louisville, Kentucky, and has some very exciting Abe news. Chris, is there another Abraham Lincoln Bridge slow jam coming our way? Yes, Chris, that was a good bit. And in fact, we are standing in the shadow of the Abraham Lincoln Bridge here in Louisville. We wanted to let Abe Nation know two really important things. Number one, Louisville branch is up and running thanks to Don Lanier and James Lee. And the other thing we wanted to tell everybody, Kentucky's got a lot of really cool Abraham Lincoln places to check out. Of course, there's the Abraham Lincoln birthplace south of Louisville. And here in downtown Louisville at the Waterfront Park, there's the Abraham Lincoln Memorial with the statue of Abe Lincoln himself sitting right behind me, checking out the lovely Ohio River. And the cool thing about this statue, you can actually sit with him. So, Abe, you come here often? Abe, I've always wanted to ask you this. How did that play end? He's not very talkative. But hey, the next time you're in Louisville, come down to Waterfront Park and check out the Lincoln Memorial. It's free and open to the public. Back to you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Have fun in the park. I just love that guy. This has been Silly Internet Abe. And now a quick recap from Thursday's HARSOC meeting with Miss Angie Julian. On Thursday, Angie talked about using can openers in the appointment setter role. First, let's review. What are can openers? Well, can openers are a way of talking to clients when doing sales that allow you to have a measurable outcome that often falls in your favor. A lot of times, can openers can take the forms of open-ended questions. I think there's a training video on can openers with a very handsome bald guy hosting it. Anyway, for appointment setters, try saying can openers like the following. How would you feel if? How would you feel if your spouse made a large decision without your knowing? When would be a good time? When would be a good time for you to meet for 60 to 90 minutes? And I bet you're a bit like me. I bet you're a bit like me. When making large decisions, I like to have my trusted advisors present. Check out the rest of our can opener training videos in Abe University. And hey, stay tuned next week for another HARSOC where you'll be getting more fun sales tricks and tips. And finally, we end this week as we do every week with a little tip of the top hat to our company. Okay, first, tip of the top hat to our weekly winner's circle. The top appointment setters this week were Augusta, Jacksonville, Miami, Terre Haute, and coming in at number 1 with 58 appointments booked, Evansville, Indiana. Top roofing advisor this week was The Unit, Tom Manback, making over $280,000. And we actually have a clip of Tom closing a recent sale.
This is Sparta!
Epic. And top 5 overall unit performance for the week was Tifton, Georgia, breaking into the top 5. Way to go, Tifton, along with Fort Wayne, Miami, Evansville, and Terre Haute coming in at number 1. Tip of the top hat to Miss Angie Julian here in Terre Haute. Angie not only bought a new car, but she loves the company so much that she got the vehicle in Abe Blue. And Angie also recently bought a roof from us. So not only does she work for the company, but she is a client. Angie, I hope we gave you a good discount. And finally, a big tip of the top hat to Don Lanier and James Lee for opening the newest Honest Abe branch down in Louisville, Kentucky. It was a long road to make this location a reality. And to Don and James, we just want to say congratulations again. Well, that about does it for us here at Abe Talk. Stay tuned next Friday for another recap video. And hey, if you or somebody at your branch is doing something cool, we want to hear about it. Drop us a line at abetalk@honestaberoofingfranchise.com. That's abetalk@honestaberoofingfranchise.com. Keep up the great work, everybody, and may your profits always be going through the roof. Bye-bye. Abraham Lincoln Bridge, y'all. Yeah.